All right, hello everyone. My name is Manolis Finarolakis, the founder and creator of RealityCrowdTV, and I'm very honored to have with me Brian Asingia, who is creating an application that tells stories, and it's a storytelling application for African children. So, Brian, thank you very much for being here with us.
No, thank you for having me.
Great, and I guess really just start us off, like exactly what is your application and how does it work?
Yeah. So, Dream Africa is actually an application that we hope will bring original writers who write African stories with a bigger audience that's all over the world. And so people now can download the app and be able to read stories based on the country that the stories are from.
And so the application is the technology. How are you getting the stories? Are you creating the stories, or are you working with others to create the stories?
So we're really crowdsourcing most of the story creation. And we started off with stories in the public domain. We illustrated those and also animated some of those. And now we've opened up to all the creative writers from all over Africa to now start submitting the original stories. And the response has been very good. Our most recent acquisition was from a publication company called Le Figaro from Senegal. So people are really feeling the need to share their stories with a bigger audience. And most times they send in the stories for free, and we just do the illustration and animation.
Very interesting. So just for the audience, when you say crowdsourcing, you essentially are sending out kind of an all-purpose bulletin to people who are storytellers, and you say, you know, if you'd like to be featured, if you'd like broad distribution. Is that correct?
Correct. So the value proposition that we give to the writers is, number one, if we do an animation and it gets to be a good television series, their book ultimately goes up in value because people will still need to read the story. So they get increased sales, we get revenue from the animation we're doing. It's a win-win situation.
Very interesting. So you're providing a platform for people to really continue to expose their work and get notoriety. And then on the back end, it's social good oriented because you're essentially giving kids the opportunity to read stories that they may not have had access to. How long have you been doing this?
So we launched the company in April 2013, and we launched the application in November last year. So the application has been out for 2 months now.
Great. And have you crowdfunded, or are you considering crowdfunding? What is your take on this?
We are trying out crowdfunding, and right now we have a Kickstarter campaign called Dream Africa on Kickstarter.
Great. And how far along are you in your Kickstarter?
We've only been on Kickstarter for a week now, and we're about to start doing events and doing more outreach. But mostly what we got initially was the feedback on how we could better explain the idea. So we've managed to keep it short and concise, and we hope people will be able to contribute to the cause. That's
unbelievable. And so I'm not sure if Kickstarter makes it easy, but can you tell us what the Kickstarter link is, or is it a little bit complicated?
So the Kickstarter link to the project, or the URL.
Yeah, the URL, is that it?
The URL is complicated, but if people go to thepaldream.com or even search Dream Africa, the application has a link to our website, and from there, it's on the homepage. You can easily be able to get to Kickstarter from there.
Perfect. So someone just needs to Google Kickstarter Dream Africa, and suddenly they should be taken there, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or through our website, or even through our mobile app, which again has links to our website. So we think it's going to be easy for people to find. And for those that are already on our social media platforms, we'll constantly push updates, and we look forward to sharing more stories.
Well, you know, I'm going to ask you too, because you're crowdfunding and you would have gone through this experience. You know how every crowdfunding campaign could be its own reality TV show in itself. I'm sure you have some great experiences, but perhaps you could be a panelist on our show one day to share your actual experiences and help others. Would you like that?
I would be open to that.
All right, great. Well, thank you very much, everyone. This is our friend Brian Asingia, and he is creating an application that tells stories to African children. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.